is Trisha, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to solve two-step equations. So as you can see on the board, I have a two-step equation written out. Now the first thing I want to ask you guys is, do any of you know what a variable is? Yeah, Sana?
Isn't a variable a number? No, a letter that replaces a number.
Exactly. A variable is a letter that replaces a number. So in this case, the letter is x. And as you can see, the letter is on the left side. Now the thing about x, whenever you're solving two-step equations or any kind of equations, is that you kind of have to pretend that x is sick or something, or maybe smells really bad. And so the goal is you want to try to get everything as far from x as possible. So if x is on the left side, you want to get x to be alone on the left side. And to do that takes a few steps. So the first step, as you saw, was figuring out what side x was on. So the first thing you want to do is, like I said, to figure out what side x is on. The second step is to use something called inverse operations. Inverse operations is a really fancy term for the word opposite. So to kind of give you guys an idea of what an inverse operation is, let's just say subtraction is the opposite of addition. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if subtraction is the opposite or inverse operation of addition, do you guys have any idea what the inverse operation of multiplication would be? Sana?
Division?
Exactly. The inverse operation of multiplication is division. The second step is kind of tricky. Does anyone remember what PEMDAS is? Sahil?
Parentheses, exponent, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction.
Exactly. But the thing is, with two-step equations, or with equations in general, you have to use PEMDAS, but reversed. So first you do addition and subtraction, and then you do multiplication and division. So with that being said, if we have 2x plus 1 equals 7, I'll write it down again right here. What do you think we do first? The addition or the multiplication? What do you think we take care of first to move to the other side? Sana?
Multiplication?
Well, we said that it was PEMDAS in reverse.
Oh.
So,
the addition.
exactly. So we take care of the addition first. Now, remember, we solve these with inverse operations. So if we're using addition, what would be the inverse operation? Teja?
Subtraction.
Exactly. So we're going to subtract 1. Now the third step is the golden rule of algebra. And the golden rule of algebra is whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. So I'll write that down. Golden rule. So if we're subtracting on this side, if we're subtracting 1 on this side, that means we have to subtract 1 to the other side. And since we're adding 1 and subtracting 1, 1 minus 1 is?
0.
Exactly. So we can cancel this out. And we're left with 2x equals, can anyone tell me what 7 minus 1 is? Sana?
6.
So 7 minus 1 we said was 6. So now that we have multiplication, what's the inverse operation of multiplication? Sahil?
Division.
Exactly. So we're going to divide this by 2, and the golden rule means whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. So divide this by 2. And what is 6 divided by 2? Sana?
3.
Exactly. So x equals 3. Now to help you guys remember, I came up with a little jingle.
Yay!
And it goes to the tune of the Addams Family.
I love jingles.
So this is how it goes. Do-do-do-do. 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 Addition and subtraction, multiplication and division. Solve two-step equations with inverse operations. Do-do-do-do. 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 The order's also inverse, PEMDAS but in reverse. First you add and subtract, then multiply and divide. Do-do-do-do. 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 Whatever that you do, the other side needs it too. With all these rules in mind, you'll be math stars in no time. Do-do-do-do. 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 Do-do-do-do.
Wow, teacher, you sure do have a lovely voice.
Thank you. And that's it for today's class. Bye, guys.
Bye!